before we go to the next segment, I wanted to talk about the Equifax and the one of the 3 credit reporting bureaus who were hacked. And
really?
Yeah, said they have like 145 million records of, because they have all of our information, and they were
get out of town. They were
all out.
And great.
And the executives in that company, I guess this happened in May or June, and they sold all of their stock, and then they told us in September. So I think that's inside.
They knew what was going on. Yeah,
they knew it was, because when it comes out, their stock is going to go down. Of course it is. But anyway, let's go to the next segment.
It's the blog segment. The blog. The blog.
This is the blog segment, Jim.
I love this music now.
Are you being facetious?
No, I like this beginning. The way we have it all set up. Because, ladies and gentlemen, if you go to ChicagoTaxTeam.com, you can watch old videos. Or go to YouTube. Look up the IRS Radio Hour or Stephen Leahy.
Stephen A. Leahy, I think.
You're going to be able to watch prior videos that we had before. You could see episodes of how we really started this show to where we are now. We really have come a long way.
I have to say that the YouTube channel gets a lot of hits now, and so I get a lot of clients from outside of the Chicago area.
Oh, really?
Even though I have ChicagoTaxTeam.com, and I am ChicagoTaxTeam.com. However, again, I get a lot of people from, and one of the things about being a local attorney is that you get to meet with the attorney and get your questions answered, not by some guy over the phone who's not an attorney and he's just trying to sell you, like most of them are. Okay, but what happens if you're not from Chicago? Maybe you're from Rockford. Maybe you're from Peoria. Maybe
what
you're
about
from Indiana.
Wisconsin?
Maybe you're from Wisconsin. Maybe you're from New York, because I had someone call from New Jersey, New York.
What about
I had someone call from California.
Indiana,
another one. Okay, so what if you, and then you don't want to drive to Chicago. Now, you're always welcome to drive to Chicago, and maybe you say, well, then I don't really want to hire him because I can't really meet with him. But there is a way to meet with me, and this is what people don't understand, is that I've been doing this for many years now, and I have a online meeting room where we can meet. I have a camera. Used to be that I have to send people, if they didn't have their own webcam, I would send them a webcam. I still have a bunch of them. But most people don't need a webcam anymore because everybody's got a webcam now.
It's on your phones? It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. Okay, so we can meet at my online meeting room, and it's just like being there. Now, sometimes it could be a little cumbersome, but it sure beats driving around. It sure beats you talking to some salesman on the phone or driving down to Chicago. So we meet. Same thing. I have a whiteboard. I can explain everything that how this all works and how we go about solving IRS problems. I can answer all your questions. Once if you decide to hire me, and you will, then we can also review all the paperwork online. You can download everything right there. It's all right there in one spot. You get to look me in the eye. It's not in person.
I get to look you in the eye every Friday. It's a pleasure.
It's my pleasure, Jim. I love to have you here with me. But
I'd hold your hand, but I don't want to.
But you're sick. You're going to make me sick too. But anyway, it's a great way that you could still meet with an attorney. So again, most of these outfits you're going to call, they're never going to let you talk to the attorney, right? You're talking to some sales guy, and they're trying to sell you. I'm trying to give you information. That's my goal. Okay, and that's the goal of this show, right? Is to share information about solving IRS problems and other debt-related issues. So again, if you're not from the Chicagoland area, you could give us a call at 312-664-6649. You'll talk to Bonnie. She's my scheduler, and she answers the phone. And Bonnie will tell her that you're not from the area, and she'll set up a time that we can meet online. And again,
I think that's the most crucial part. Again, you had those guys from New York, you had these guys from different states, and I know that I personally wouldn't do it. It's not like the health insurance business,
but
where you can't. You can go out of state.
I've said that if you're out of, it's true. I can help people from anywhere in the country. And
what about Puerto Rico?
That's not the country, though.
They're still under
an IRA, though. I don't think
the IRS doesn't come after people down there because Peter Schiff is down there. I was listening to my favorite podcast.
Yes, I remember.
And he moved down to Puerto Rico because a lot of billionaires moving down there because you could make more money, not as many taxes.
That's true. Anyway,
that's going to change.
So, but here's another thing. even if you live in Chicago, you can get an online interview with me. And so I've had people in Kane County, even here in Chicago. Maybe your schedule just doesn't work that you could come downtown and meet with me. Some people hate coming downtown, and they would do anything to avoid it. And that's another way to avoid it.
Don't have to try to find a parking spot.
Exactly.
And just
we don't have to do a parking spot.
The video conference.
Exactly. And so even if you're in Chicago, again, sometimes our schedules don't match. And so the only way you can do it is to take some time.
How far away from the train are you? Like Union Station.
Union Station, I am about 2,000 steps, as that's my Fitbit thing, to about 2,000 steps.
So quick Uber ride over.
My building, which I'm at now they call that the Crane Chicago Business building, the Crane.
The Diamond in the Sky.
The Diamond in the Sky, very good. That's the Diamond one. That's actually attached to the metro station. I forget what station that
Oglesby, isn't it?
No, Oglesby's over by the.
No, it's the one
Union
that comes.
Station.
It's the one from
downtown.
Yeah,
the one that comes downtown. I never South Shore. I don't know if it's a South Shore.
Yeah, it is the South Shore that goes to Indiana right there because remember that's where it goes.
But that's right. That's connected to my building through the pedway system, so you don't even have to go outside.
And then the subway's not too far away, or the L's right there.
The blue line and the red line are connected through the pedway system. You don't even have to go outside. You come right up through the pedway system up into my building. But
the red line's connected to the neck bone. I'm sorry.
He is on drugs, ladies and gentlemen.
Stop. I'm not. I'm on NyQuil.
That's a drug.
No, I'm not on NyQuil.
I get it.
I'm weaning myself off.
Let me tell you this, though. Again, I'm going to tell you. No matter where you are, if you can't... Now, some people... Yesterday, I met with the clients. They made an online appointment to come down and see me. But then they decided, no, it'd be better if we all came downtown. So the whole family came down and talked to me. So they made an online appointment because they couldn't really get their schedules together. And then they decided, no, we're gonna drop everything. We're gonna get there. It's that important. We need to go down and talk to him and and meet him, see his office, and see what kind of operation he runs. Okay, and so you're always free to do that. Always happy to meet people in my office. But again, this is another way that we can get together. And you can meet me, and I can answer all your questions, and you can get a good idea about what kind of...
Real quick, I know this isn't Mr. Know-It-All right now, but I got a question for you. Is there any good... If I take a trip down with the family, is there some good places to eat down there? Nice parking available?
In the downtown Chicago area, you're asking me? Yes. The answer is yes, Jim. There's lots of great places.
If I'm from New York, I don't know that there's a lot of good places.
Well,
so
I think they do. But anyway, if you bring children, I have children's movies, and we put them out, and they watch movies while the parents go in.
Oh, that's nice.
And remember, we have cookies, so we make cookies for everybody. And so again, if you got to bring your kids, you got to bring your kids. I mean, you don't have to get a sitter. And it's important. Sometimes, again, it's important to meet with somebody face to face. But if it's not possible, the next best thing is to meet with me online. And it works. It works really well. Again, I've been doing it for a lot of years, and it works really well. So,
you know what? Those are some great options that we have. They have to be able to talk, to be able to meet with you. I think this is really important.
Questions answered.
It's always good to get different looks from different people. So anyway, remember, open tax resolution 312-664-6649 or visit ChicagoTaxTeam.com. That's going to be your hub. Don't fight the IRS, or visit YouTube because you can watch our videos too, prior shows. Might answer your questions you have burning deep down inside. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to let Perry Mason take us away, but stay tuned because at the commercial break, more IRS Radio Hour coming at you here on AM 560, The Answer.